Welcome, everybody. Today, we are having the session on 7 dimensions of prosperity, and it is session number 229. This 7 dimensions of prosperity, one by one, will go to the each dimension. Then we discuss into the detail, the implications. And from there on, we'll go to the next one because they are all interrelated. First is the physical dimension, which is the physical body we have. As you are aware that we have a 7 body system. First one is the Annamaya Kosha, like that is the physical body. There are Panch Kosha as per the Vedic, scriptures, and but we know there are further 2. But first is common for both of them. Annamaya Kosha means the body which needs food or Anya. So physical. We have to maintain our physical well-being. We have to maintain our health, and it is well-known advice given by many wise people that health is wealth, because this is the first stage of any prosperity. So this health is wealth. We need to maintain it. It is our health, so we cannot depend on anyone else. So we have to do it on ourselves. So first is, as it is Annamaya Kosha, so it is needs Anna, means food. So food is the primary characteristics of having the healthy body or health-wise well-being. So what type of food we should consume? So from to go into the prosperity consciousness, we cannot abuse our health. We cannot feed it with something which any toxic or some material which will be adversely affecting our health. So the best way to do is high pranic level foods, like wherever the prana is high, that is a high pranic food. So in other words, any live thing, like any fruit you take from the tree and eat it, that is a live, almost live food. More it happens earlier, like if we take any dead meat or anything taken long back, then slowly the pranic element of that food that goes. So it only the taste, maybe some taste remains, but the energy level, it goes down. So we have to choose our diet, our food, just to maintain our body, which is high level of prana, and less in toxicity, less in any dead meat and all. It will reduce our vibration. That's all. High level of prana means it will enhance our vibration. We have a choice. So we can take any food we like, but not all the food is healthy. So if we consume some unhealthy food for a long time, we will fall into some disease, our vibration will go down, and any kind of negativity we can have. So we still have a choice. In the name of enjoying food, if we take too many of low prana food, maybe the tastes are good, but pranic level is low, then we will be affecting our energy system and our physical body. From spiritual perspective, this physical body is called sadhan. Sadhan means. It is means for what? It is means for sadhana, like spiritual practice. So it is our physical body is the step towards the spirituality. So we have to maintain the purity of our physical body. So like any temple at the places where it is, people go to connect with the God, deity, or maybe, churches or maybe mosques. So where the place, the building itself, the physical structure itself is the place where people go to connect with the divinity, of their, whoever they worship. So same here. Like to connect with our own soul consciousness, we have to maintain the place, the physical structure which connects to that divinity. So in spirituality, we can say that this is the connection to our own soul consciousness or higher self. Through our higher self, we go to the higher dimensions and the other, divine experiences we can have. So we cannot have divine experiences if our physical body is ailing and it is having full of disease or a lot of pain, and we cannot sit properly and stand properly and move properly. Then that is not a good enough instrument to connect with the spirituality either. So we have to do that. So one part of how to maintain this, we already mentioned about that high prana food, and preferably sattvic food. Sattvic means which increases the positive energy into the body. Tamasic food are those which reduces it. So anyway, again we have a choice. But if you choose the sattvic food, it will help you to enhance your the connection or to the elevation on the spiritual journey. It will help you. It will support you. And also in the spiritual practices, first thing we also learn about, pranic level high, we have some breathing exercises like 108 stomach breathing exercise, stomach breathing. This practice we do to enhance our vibration. But at the same time, and food-wise, sattvic food, high prana food, and in addition to that, to make our physical body active and fit, we have to do some physical exercises as well, because our physical body is a three-dimensional realm. It is physical body itself is not spiritual. It helps us to reach to that. So to maintain that also needs three-dimensional physical level activities. And that activity normally we learn and holistic exercises. There are some exercises on the physical body we do, which helps us to maintain the high level of, physical fitness, and at the same time, it is also helps us to maintain the high vibration, cellular vibrancy into the body. So we also teach during our camps that what are those holistic exercises. It starts from bottom of the foot, feet till top of the head, all things. There are different types of exercises that are available, followed by some breathing exercises. So those, if someone practice that regularly, then physical body will be fit and the diseases will not be able to enter easily. But saying so, if somebody has fallen into some illness or something, it doesn't mean that there is something wrong with that. As long as you have a physical body, sometime it will be like, it may fall in ill sometime, but you will recover fast. Ups and downs will be there for any domain, and same with the physical body. Means no need to be judgmental. If somebody falls sick, that means he or she is dropped from the spirituality. Absolutely not. Physical body has its own, way of coping mechanisms. So sometimes we fall ill. What I teach is, as long as you have the physical body, it is normal to get some disease. But only thing is your resilience, how fast you come back, and at least you protect from quite some negative environment. Your physical body has a restraining power that can be developed through these spiritual practices. So this is the first thing is health is wealth. So this is about the first step toward the abundance. So second level is called social abundance. Like the social, we are human being. We all are social animal. It is called. So we have to live in the society. We cannot live in isolation. We have to work someplace. We have our families, and we have to interact. We have to live our lives, and we have to go for work. And then we some professionally will be attached with some people, our colleagues, bosses, and so on. And also we have the friend circle. We have to interact, mingle with. Then we have a bigger relatives not only the own family, maybe some bigger family, other relatives, and those are the part of the society we live in. We have to interact. We have to do. So we have to make sure that we are not, making or behaving some way that we are isolating ourselves from the society. That will be detrimental to our own well-being. So for that, we need to learn certain social skills, to maintain to that good relations with everybody, and to whom we have to work. We don't have a choice. Suppose I have joined some job or office, I don't have a choice to change my boss or change the colleagues at my will. We have to be part of the team and get the job done. That's what is expected from us. So we cannot complain, no matter what the other party is, how good or bad they are, but we cannot complain. We have to somehow make it work. So all these things are coming under part of our social skills. So if our social skills are good, we having a good relationships, or at least working relationships with everybody around us, then we will face minimum obstacle for our own growth and enjoy the life in general. So that's why this is also important. Now the question is how to get there, how to have the good relationship to everybody. So it is said that you cannot please everybody all the time. That is fact. You need not to please everybody. That's true. But at the same time, you have a choice not to displease people. If something is going to that range, that it is something not pleasant, better to keep our mouth shut and let the things go on its own, because all these kind of things will never stay the same. But if you say something or act on something negatively, that will stay in the. Like it is said that, the words are coming out from the mouth is like the arrow has already released. You cannot take it back after that. So we have to be just be aware of whatever we are saying, whatever we are doing, and more importantly, how others are considering us. It is important because that makes the society. It doesn't matter I am doing what I am thinking at the moment and what intention I am having. It doesn't matter. How people take in me, that matters. Because that's where our so-called, our relationship makes or breaks. And sometimes people who are having the high blind spot, they don't understand that why some people are behaving awkward or avoiding somebody and something like that. They don't understand because they say they have done nothing wrong. This particular attitude, comes from the angle that I'm not open enough, not aware enough. Like I give an example, say, suppose in a park, a park, the children are playing on the ground and there is a bench there. You went just to for a walk and sit down in one of the park bench. And one small child came and sat down next to you. And maybe after that, the child's mother also came and sat there. You suddenly feel hungry and open your tiffin box or something, or maybe the one packet of chips or something, whatever. You start eating in front of the child. It is your food item. You have all the right to eat, and it is a public place. So that is also there. That's what you are thinking. I can eat whatever you like. But suddenly you see that the mother of the child suddenly hold the hand of the child and, taken it out of, gone to the another place, another side of the park. You don't understand why they have some awkward behavior and the child is looking at you and then suddenly the mother gives some tough look and then gone. So you don't understand why they behave like that. You have not done anything, said anything to them. All these are true. But the thing is, it is not appropriate to eat that food items in front of a child. This we need to consider. It is not that somebody will tell you and there is something is written in the book or something. Nothing like that. It is a common sense. So we have to. This is a social skill that you should not behave a certain way. It means there is some sense of appropriation is there. In front of the child, we should not do certain things. And same with the other places. Suppose some places there is some lecture is going on. Somebody came, speaker is speaking, and then you are sitting in the audience and talking in your mobile phone. That is that is not very whatever the right thing to do. You can. It is your phone. You can talk to anyone, but you may be disturbing others, or maybe somebody wants to listen to the speaker. They cannot because you are talking. So people will give a strange look, and maybe you don't understand why they are looking at you. They should be looking at the speaker, not you. And you have a right to receive a call or whatever it is. But these are the social skills. So you will be, if these things you become habituated, you will do without knowing it. That means your awareness is low. If your awareness is low, then you will be outcasted in the society very fast without even knowing that what wrong you have done. Actually, you have done nothing wrong, but your behavior is not appropriate. So these are all comes under the social skill. So, and once we are aware of it, then we can move in the society like the swan going into the water. Swan, they go into the water, but no water touches its body. So like that, it swims across, but not a single drop water you can see on its body. Same here. So we have to live like that. We no need to get entangled into all this kind of messy things about the society and things, or maybe we judgmental about it. No need. We just simply have to live ourselves. We are aware of it, watching everything, understanding everything, but we should not react. We should not talk unnecessarily, which may upset others. In this respect, then how do we make sure that we are, doing our best to be in the social domain? In this case, I follow a lesson from my Guruji, Dr. Premji Nirmal. He has taught some operating principle. Yeah. He says, appreciate all, criticize none, walk your own path, be Jivan Mukta. Means, I repeat, appreciate all, criticize none, walk your own path, be Jivan Mukta. Jivan Mukta means get enlightened or liberated. So, appreciate all. So, doesn't matter whether the other person deserves appreciation or not. If you are having a habit of appreciating others, your social value will goes up. People will like you. They will like your company and all, because everybody wants appreciation. But if you are conscious, then you will find a way to appreciate something about the person. Everybody is, every glass is half empty and half full. So it is only about looking at the full part of it and appreciate about it. There must be something good quality among each and every one from us. Okay, the ratio varies. So always it is not 50-50. Doesn't matter. You will find something or about that. If there is nothing, at least you can say that we enjoy your company. It's glad to meet you or something of that nature. Yeah. So that way you enhance your social skill. That is appreciation. Criticize none. Yeah. Just opposite happens. In fact, opposite happens much higher percentage. Yeah. Little bit of criticism, people start disliking you, start avoiding you. Even though criticisms are genuine, maybe they're a genuine fault of that person and you criticized. So in this respect, my advice is unless until it is your job to criticize, okay, means how can it be somebody's job to criticize? Yes, there are some job which is to criticize others, like, the literature, novel critics or movie critics, they write their assessment, and those are quite valued, so, or somebody writes about social injustices and things like that. They're good at finding what it is, and with this, somebody is a professional critic, so their job is to criticize. But thing is, those are constructive criticism. Yeah, you should make sure that there is some purpose of that criticism. Like if there is a small child not knowing what to do, what not to do, and all those things. So he said, you should not do this, you do this. Or follow me, what I'm doing, you do that. So to correct somebody, that bit you may have to do it. If somebody's child is too naughty or not understanding, of course, not everybody knows everything from birth. So they need to learn. So at the time of correcting it, we can say something to mildly criticize, or say, if you do this, people will not like you, and things like that. So these are like, if it is your duty, like it is your child or something you are doing, then it is okay. But if it is somebody else's, then criticism, it is not a good idea, because there are other parents and things like that. They may not like that. They think it is acceptable. What is your problem? Yeah. So better not to. Unsolicited advice, anything, criticism without you are in the place where, it should be, it is your duty to do it, better to avoid that. And that's what advice has been given into that, appreciate all, criticize none. So another reason why also the criticism that should not be given, because if you get a rebuff, the other party, they throw something back at you, then your peace of mind will be disturbed. So we'll go into that mental part later on, but at least no need to carry it on. Like, why should I criticize somebody and it creates some kind of event and then back and forth will start happening? No need, just leave it there. Okay. If something is wrong, pray to the divine, please take care of it, because it is not my responsibility to correct each and everything not good into this in this world, right? So we have to move on and just play our role, and that's it. Yeah. So that is about the criticize none. Walk your own path. Walk your own path means mind your own business. There is no need, as I said, that unnecessarily go and give advice to somebody and this and that. There is absolutely no need. So nobody likes lecturing, unsolicited advice. So if somebody is asking for it, looking for it, say, can you please advise me? Then you do. Then you put your view. At the same time, also in the bottom, you say, this is my view. I'm not saying it is the only view or my view is the best view. It is just my view. But there may be some other opinions, of course. So it shows they are open, you are understanding. At the same time, you give your view because you have been asked to give your view and opinion. But with a clear understanding that there is no superiority complex. Somebody is asking you some advice doesn't mean that other person is inferior, you are superior. So that we have to take care, be careful about. Otherwise, if we get egoistic, that may spoil that relationship. So anyway, so these are social skills that we need to develop and we have to implement in our day-to-day life. Yeah? So, okay, and last part is walk your own path and be Jivan Mukta. Means if you follow this, ultimately you lead towards the liberation. Means that this will not disturb you on your spiritual journey. And you can lead up to the enlightenment and so on and so forth. So basically you will not invite any troubles on the way. So that's what it means. Anyway, so this is about the um, social abundance or good relationship with everybody. Next comes financial. Financial aspect, it is one of the necessary part of our living into our modern day life. Like very early stage when there is no money, that's different. When the people exchange things, somebody given rice, another given milk and things like that. But those are long back, so money has been given from the from the services and the objects what we need to buy, we need. So for that, we have to use the money. And spiritually speaking, that money is only available in this world, in this planet Earth. In higher dimension, there is no money. There, it is energetically things are settled, and if somebody wants to give something back, there's a love and gratitude. That's good enough in the energy level. But here in the physical dimension, that money is important because we use the money to, buy different things and pay off different services and things like that to live our lives. We need that. So we do need money to run our lives here. So we have to work, we have to earn money. Earn money in a proper ethical way. Ethical way when we earn money, it's called Sulakshmi. In Hinduism, the wealth is related to Devi Lakshmi. The Sulakshmi is a good way of earning money, and Kulakshmi, that is a dark money or some not ethical way it has been earned, like somebody taken bribe or it is stolen or this kind of things. So those monies are they both are money, but energetically they are just polar opposites. The first one will help you to grow. As a human being, we need money, and money is a means to even enjoy life. We need money. We have to go travel somewhere, and to go to some other country to travel, we have to pay money. We have to like to eat some good food. We have to go to the good restaurant and pay there. We have to travel. We have to eating, and also we have to wear some comfortable clothing, or we have to have some good shelter, good house. You have to pay. We have to drive a car. We have to pay. There's obviously that we need money. That's no doubt about it. And financial part, as we are following the householder spirituality, and ultimate goal is Aishwaryavan Muktatma. Aishwaryavan means beyond richness, like a wealthy, huge wealthy, we call it billionaire type wealth, not rich, more than rich, and enlightened billionaire. So billionaire, the Aishwaryavan and Muktatma, like liberated soul, like enlightened soul, both are needed. So this money part is definitely we need to learn, and how to earn, how to spend, and how to live a life of abundance. The financial abundance is one of the major part of living on planet Earth. And the spirituality, the path we are following, it is recommended, and you have to go ahead with that and you pursue. So to earn more, if you have to go for higher studies, you have to go for some better work and things like that, and go to some another country where the more opportunity available, you do that, whatever necessary. To get your earning capacity, or starting a business, or enhancing the business, or going into like a big business group. Why not? These are all open for this. Or you invest somewhere which is having a good return, assured good return, but good investments are those which doesn't believe in shortcuts. Shortcuts, we get cheated very easily. But if it is a long-term thing and you have the good prospect about some project or some company, you invest there, and all these are ways to do it. or some other way, like you have to do something good for humanity, and on the way you earn money there. Suppose you are making some houses and things like that and give it on rent and things like that. Some people get their shelter there, that the kind of thing. So money is a part of the thing, and we should not just ignore it. And it is complete misunderstanding that spirituality has nothing to do with the money. And even the saints, they don't touch money. It's complete wrong concept. Yes, there are sannyasis, because in the sannyas path, that money has been taken as an obstacle to their sadhana. That is correct, because it does create some kind of attachment. If you don't have that kind of power, you get addicted towards money, and that will spoil everything. Forget about spiritual journey. Everything it will spoil. But at the same time, in our path, the householder spirituality, money is one of the distraction. We have to earn money, but only thing we need to know where is the limit. Yeah, that's all. There is no restriction. Only thing is, with full awareness, we know the limit. What is the limit? We need to understand where our need ends and greed starts. If we know, then you are enlightened billionaire. Yeah. So the need ends and the greed starts, because greed, there is no end of it. And the greed will be ultimately, it will, play havoc on your life finally. And that greed has ruined many, many lives. So better to, be cautious. So even if I can go up to 100, but that 100 is a range of greed, better to stop at maybe with all your needs are met, and even live abundantly and all these things. If it has happened with 80, stop at 80. There is no need for further. Because that further has no end, and ultimately it will be a trap, and you will be not being able to come out of that. And whatever thing we say that we need name, fame, property and things like that, huge car and big palatial bungalow and all those kind of things. If you think that is the aim of your life and you should have it, and why not, then look at the people and their lives who already have them. Do you see them? They are, actually they're dancing on the streets and they're very happily roaming around here, there. No. You may be seeing them going with a Z-class security. They may be killed at any time, because people are there to snatch property from them, money from them. Their children cannot go and just simply play at the park or move anywhere freely. They will be fearful getting kidnapped and all. So this comes under greed factor. Means we got more than we can digest. And then this kind of things, your lifestyle changes and you fall into your own trap, in the name of, wealth and things like that. Maybe in what is called the 500 the company first list company, etc., be the owner of that and anything. Those are all levels, So it doesn't really matter if you cannot enjoy your life freely. And if you can enjoy your life with certain X amount of money, why you need 2X, 3X? No need. Yes, you need surety, you need savings and all those things. After that, it should stop somewhere. So that if you are aware of that, so then you are in a good place. So like good place means you are in the actually enlightened billionaire, where you are fully aware of this and how much you need, and your life will be an enjoyable experience. Okay. And also another thing in this regard, I should mention that money is, again, it is a form of energy, and by nature, this energy always flows. So make sure whatever the money is coming to you, you are encouraging the flow, So if anyone is having of holding it, one point of time, that flow will stop coming there. That channel will no longer be there, used. So it will stop coming to you. Yeah. So what is the spiritual understanding of that? Be conduit. Like whatever divine wants to do for the humanity, if you do it, then money will flow through you. Whatever your needs are, all will be met. There's no issues with that. Unnecessarily, you need not to fight for money and beg for money and, manipulate and cheat others. No need. Yeah. If you simply go with the flow of whatever the divine gives, it will come to you. Yeah. Okay, it's possible that it's a short period of time, maybe a few years you have to, still people are, understand you. It may take some time. I'm not saying immediately it will happen, but if by habit you are like that you are encouraging the flow of that ultimately more and more will come to you. That's absolutely sure, because that time you are in the abundance consciousness. Abundance consciousness is that abundance consciousness considers that the source is infinite, and which is the truth. It can give any amount of money to you. If necessary, it can create a gold mine and send the gold to you. It's possible. Yeah, all are possible. Abundance consciousness is just to tune in to that kind of vibration which attracts the wealth. It's called money magnetism. And the other one, if somebody is too much manipulated, too much, thing about the money, they believe that unless until you take money from others, I will not be rich. So they try to cheat and borrow something, don't give return, and use something, don't pay, and this kind of thing. A lot of things. They believe that unless until you take from others, I will not be full. Yeah, this is coming from the poverty consciousness. Poverty consciousness believes that overall money in this world is limited. So unless until you take from others, I cannot grow. That is completely misunderstanding of that. If you take the history of humankind, if you take the total wealth of the people, 500 years back, whatever the total value they have, and today, whatever the value they have, you will see minimum 20 times of that 500 years back and now. Overall value, like value of the land and things. Okay, do it. I'm not talking about inflation. Just forget about inflation. Just the net value at that time. You see, now people are having minimum, say, 20 times. So from where this multiplied by 19 came? Yeah. So there is some source. It is keep on coming towards the humanity, right? It is a different matter that it is distribution is not good. So it is going to only to the few are taking it because the way they are running the system, it goes to them. That's fact. But if you see the overall value, it's increased. So unless until it is not coming from a source, it is not possible to increase. If same money is circulating, then 500 years back and now the same wealth people will have. But if you see the living standard, it is increased. People are better off today. They have more gadgets, more, vehicle to drive and more aeroplane to fly and things like that, Anyway, I hope you get the point. So it is all coming from the source, whatever things, and you'll keep on coming. Only thing you have to be the part of it so that it flows through you. That is the key for financial abundance. Okay, next is about the time. Okay, time is when we take birth, it is almost certain, not almost, certain it will die one day. So there is a time limit. We come with an expiry date, all of us. So in this time, you have to get those experiences, achieve whatever you want to achieve and finish all the works, whatever you are supposed to do. Yeah. So in this, how you value your time determines the quality of your life. The quality changes. You can waste your time. Your expiry date will not change. Okay. If you waste, say, 20 years of your life, it's gone, minus. But if you add value to that, means same time, but you are enriched with higher knowledge. Yeah. and more service and things like that. First thing you can do is gather more knowledge, yeah? Because this is an opportunity. Nobody born with the full knowledge. They gather that knowledge. Any opportunity you get, be the part of that. That is the best utilization of your time. Like it will send to improvement. See, Maslow's law of hierarchy of needs. It is highest level. It is self-actualization. Like you will be better off what was you yesterday. Because at one point of time, maybe there will be nobody, as knowledgeable as you are, but still you have to grow. This comes from the knowledge. One is knowledge. Then how you grow further? Then it comes you share. Means your time, not only you uplifted yourself, if you can uplift 10 more people, those values will be added to your growth. So that time will be multiplied to yours because those many life has been changed for better. So you have to learn, you have to grow, and you have to share also, because so that not only you grow as your contribution to the humanity. Suppose a scientist, great scientist, discovered many great things and many useful things, but he didn't share his knowledge to anyone. No paper published, nothing has been written, not given to anyone to manufacture or something to implement that in the society. One day the scientist will die, all knowledge will go with him. So humanity will get nothing, as if that person never did all the things, to start with, right? Same with every one of us. In scientist case, we understand, but all of us we are doing the same thing. If we live selfishly, only for ourselves, one day we'll die and we'll be just, it doesn't matter. But if we provide some value to others, or if you impart some kind of learning, some methods or some way of living, better way of living, that may pass on generation after generation. Many people will be benefited. And through that, your value of your life will become 100 times. It doesn't matter whether they say thank you or it doesn't matter. Truth is truth, right? So that is the actual value creation. So with your limited, lifetime, your contribution is such that it changes the humanity in the positive direction. That is the best thing you can give. And for you, not getting selfish, just enjoy. Enjoy the moment. Enjoy every moment of your life. Live it to the full. That is the way to lead your life purposefully and with 100% enjoyment. When we come to the spiritual dimension, I'll give more input into this matter. So you create a value, you live a fully aware and enjoyable life, you grow knowledge and all this thing, and also distribute to the humanity. Okay, so this is about the time. And then is a mental dimension is, see, our life is not what is around us. Our life is what we perceive inside. Same life, if I am all the time, I'm irritated, I'm just complaining, why this is, I didn't get that, why they say me these things, why not? So I will lead a terrible life. But the same me, if I say, appreciate, anybody, everybody, and, they are also having good relationship with all, then my life, quality of my life will change. So my experiences will change. Rather than frustrating and negative type of image about life, I will live some kind of positivity and with a hope and with the joy. So external life means external world. It is the way it is. It is neither good nor bad. All types of elements are there, and it will be there all the time. It was there. It is now. These kind of things are there. In future also, all the time it will be there. Everything has a purpose. Only thing from here, we need to learn how to not to get ourselves demoralized, demotivated, and go to the negative spiral. From that, we live with the hope and all. And yes, with acceptance, we don't have everything in our control. Something we have to accept, something we have to avoid, something we like, we'll pursue, and make our life as best as we can. And that's it. So this, if we go into that direction, then we have to give our mind the priority. Giving mind the priority does not mean that we'll be egoistic, like we'll see that I am the best and you are not, and things like that. I'm not talking about that mind. I'm not talking about the superiority. I'm talking about the peace of mind. If living a certain way, I can maintain my peace of mind, that is the wealth in the mental dimension. Peace of mind is the treasure of human being. Only peace of mind. If we have peace of mind all the time, our quality of life will change. Anything we say or do or listen or whatever, if it disturbs our peace of mind, it is not worth it. Even I teach that if you see something is the right thing to do, or your duty, or you have to do, and things like that, and another side is your peace of mind, you have a choice. If you don't have a choice, doesn't matter, then the question doesn't arise. But if you have a choice, then always you choose your peace of mind. Because if you choose your peace of mind, rest of the things will follow. But in the process of being right, or it is our duty to do it, but you lose your peace of mind, then you become a part of the problem rather than solving anything. You need somebody to help you out of this kind of mess. So if you maintain peace of mind, it is a wise thing to do. And peace of mind is mental level, it is the wealth. So abundance in mental dimension is peace of mind. In spirituality, we practice meditation just to have that. Our mind is too much chattering. Random thoughts, all negative thoughts. Mind has only two characteristics. Either it is grudging something happened in the past, or worry what will happen in future. All the time. So we have to bring it to the present moment, which is now moment. And stillness of the mind. No thought. That is the best possible position we can have. So that no energy is wasted in all those thoughts. Your energy, you will become richer in energy, and your vibration will go up. Cellular vibration will go up. And that will connect you to your higher self, which is always in the state of, state of the abundance and all those, the truth and all those kind of things can only possible if you stop your chattering mind. The difference between a normal people and enlightened person is enlightened person at their will, they can switch off their mind. Just no thought. So that all the divine connections comes and all those things, they feel that peaceful state. They can enjoy that state. But if not, then thoughts will come and go, like thoughts are the masters and the people are the slave. Even without their permission, thoughts comes and they drag them away to all the grudging, something happened in the past or worry about the future. And most of the people, they lead that life. And that's why mental peace is not there. Yeah. So to go into the mental abundance, peace of mind is we have to achieve. And we have to learn the method is going there is spiritual, through meditation, to be specific. And there are different types of meditation. Other techniques are there to reach there, to reach there quicker. But ultimately, it is the peace of mind that matters. Next is sixth is about emotional abundance. Emotion, we all of us human being, we have emotion. We have we have physical body, then energy body, then mental, the emotional body that is there. Third body is a emotional body. So emotional is started with some feeling. If we feel sad, then we get emotional, start feeling like crying. If you feel happy, then start feeling like laughing and enjoying, jumping, whatever. That is emotionally positive direction. So both these emotions, whether it is positive or negative, it swings. So it's called emotional swings. More swings you have, more it will overpower you. You will get, emotion will capture you. Okay. And the way actually our thought controls us, it just triggers some emotion and through that it controls us. If you see somebody who don't like something, or if somebody did something wrong we don't like and we get angry, so our mind gives a trigger to the emotion, it's wrong, and mind become angry, and anger, that emotion, then controls us. Then we behave, act, and talk in angrily. That is completely not of our normal behavior. So it changes our behavior. So if we get overpowered by our emotion, we will be somebody different. Even we don't want to be, like that, but we may do some foolish things, shouting at somebody and things like that. And that is ultimately we have to pay for it. Anyway, so what is the then abundance in the emotional dimension? The emotional dimension, the abundance is called equanimity. Equanimity means balance. Not be too happy if we say win a lottery, not be too sad even if there is a like something, somebody expired into the family and it's too much grief and all. Both extremes are not there. You accept truth as it is. Only thing you see whether can I do anything here? If the answer is no, then what is the point in getting myself emotional? Better to accept is what it is. Whether it is a joyful or sorrowful doesn't matter. Not to get impacted by that and things like that. So with awareness and understanding, that state is possible. All spiritual masters, they stay there in the equanimity. They don't get carried away too much with both. Not negative and not positive either, That's why you can say you cannot buy them, You cannot make them very happy and all those things. Only they are truly happy when they get the divine connection that nobody else can give them. So they have tested that nectar, and whatever the world can offer, that not even a 0.001% of that. That's why it doesn't matter. That is the truth. They enjoy that ultimate joy, extreme joy. So no other things or some food or this and then or pleasure of five senses can give that. No way. So they have tested that divine nectar. So that's why they don't get carried away too much. Okay, emotional, and the last one is a spiritual. Spiritual is, that is a state where the higher self and the lower self are full unison. They're completely connected and they're merged. It is a state, of course, finally it is the enlightenment which connects the broadband connection. It is, what happens is that time, the lower one, that ego mind, that dies completely. Ego annihilation happens. And the soul consciousness that took over running the life. And that this person live every moment by moment. There is no need to worry about the future or grudging something about the past. Just be in the present moment, make best out of each and every moment. And the pure, blissful, peaceful state full of joy. And anytime at their will, that the connection that comes up, like the Brahma Gyan, that universal knowledge, anything they need to know, just by pray, they get the things, and they know the truth as they are. And that thing, Satyam Sivam Sundaram, the truth itself is a joyful and direct first-hand experience. They live all the time, moment by moment. So their energy changes, aura changes. Anybody comes into their contact or the connection, they get benefited automatically. They get uplifted because they just being state. They need not to do anything, say anything. Just be into the energy and all these things that everybody gets it. Everybody had that instrument of to knowing the truth, and truth itself is a joyful. So when the truth thing opens, or you can say the pure love start oozing out from everybody who are in contact with them, and eventually they become the source of those fountains, and much others also get into that. That kind of living is a pure bliss, blissful, peaceful, and joyful state, and that is the spiritual state. So that is also named as enlightened living or holistic living. So that is the final, the ultimate abundance of everything. So that is the spiritual state which we aim for in this lifetime. And those who got connected to it, they already got enlightened. They guide further people. So if those are getting a chance to get that, just simply that following, they will not demand anything. They will not demand any subjugation or apprenticeship or something like that. It is because of the joy of giving they will give, but you should be able to receive it. So you should go with whatever the container you take, go, and that much you will receive. So if you completely surrender, it is the channel is open. Then a huge amount of grace, divine grace will flow. Your life will change. So far the life was based on the fear-based. You fear many things. Fear about what people will say, and if I get sick, or I may get caught by police, or somebody will tell me bad, and society, that punishment, all law, government, whatever. These are politics. These are all negative way of controlling people. You get liberated from all those things. You will be understanding how to operate with pure love. Pure love can transform, individual being, ultimately the humanity. When everybody will go into that direction and finally they operate from the pure love, that will be the golden era which is coming. Internally. Externally, nothing will change. Externally, it will still be the same, but internally, people will change. It will like, everyone will be like an individual flower giving its own fragrance. There is no contradiction. There is no fear of anything, anywhere. So that is the natural state of human being, and that we are leading towards that, and that is the ultimate spiritual abundance. So with this, we will conclude this session. My prayers are with you. Om Mangalam.